our auctions, you can expect to find the abandoned side, which includes trucks, trailers, boats, cars, motorcycles, four-wheelers, anything that the city picks up. Then on the city side, you can expect to find any city surplus that we're getting rid of. Fire trucks, police cars, regular cars, backhoes, any kind of city equipment. There's two reasons. One of them is it's a revenue source for the city, and the other one is to get rid of the junk vehicles that are found around the city. Anybody can buy a car. The process is pretty simple. On Fridays before the auction, you have a viewing period. Anybody can come in, look at the cars, go through them. They have the keys, and you can start them up if they run. On Saturday mornings, they open at 7. You can view them, but you can't start them. You come into our office. They're at the 3124 Red Bluff, which is our maintenance services department, and you give your driver's license to the clerks that are working. They will fill out what's called a bidder registration sheet. Then they give you a number. We do not require a deposit. Most auction houses require a deposit. We do not. However, if you come into our auction and you bid on a car and you leave without paying, your name and driver's license number is then entered into a database, and you are no longer allowed to come back to any city auctions, because that costs us money when someone comes and bids and then walks off, because then we're stuck with the car.
Okay, it's sale time, folks. 2005 Chevrolet, and we're going to give Let's Go. It started right up. We're going to give Let's Go. Everybody get $2,000 to start it.
It works like any other auction. You go out, when they start bidding, you raise your card, and if you're the high bidder, you win that car.
Sold it, $2,950.
At the end of the auction, the clerks will leave the truck and go back into the office, and we start our checkout procedures. At that time, you will pay a 3% buyer's premium. You do not pay any taxes, titles, or license. That's taken care of when you go to Harris County to register the vehicle. So basically what you pay is what you bid for the car plus that 3% buyer's premium. And you can pay that either with cash or credit cards. We do not accept checks.
17.5, now 18.
It is very important to pay that day, because if you don't, then you're considered a non-paying bidder. When you go to register your vehicle at the courthouse, you will pay taxes on what you actually paid for the vehicle, not the presumptive value. The value of the car may be way higher than what you paid, but since we are a government entity, you only have to pay the sales tax on what you actually paid for the vehicle.
12 to get 1,200, 1,200, 11 to get 12. That is a deal on this Camaro.
Depending on how many cars we have, the time of the year we have it, the quality of the cars, it can raise anywhere. It could raise up to $100,000.
$1,600 is the money.
When we sell abandoned vehicles, that goes into bank account number 200, and that is used specifically for the police department to buy equipment, computers, cars, whatever they may need over there.
1,300, not 14, I'll be 13.
The money that comes from the city surplus vehicles goes into the general fund or the general bank account, and it's just used for any purpose. We have them every 2 to 3 months, just depending on how many we have in stock that need to be sold. If you want to verify that, you go to the city's website, click on the purchasing link, and then click on the auction link, and you'll see a list of all the upcoming auctions. Usually it's listed in December for the next year, and you can go and look up to a year in advance when the auctions are going to be. 2 to 3 weeks before the actual auction, you should be able to click on the link on our website, and it will list all the cars that are being sold. Also, you can find that in the Pasadena Citizen. 2 weeks prior to the auction, we always, by law, have to list all the cars that we're selling.
Sold it your way at $525?
They also. Even if you have a car that was involved in a wreck and it's totaled and it's just a bunch of metal, we have scrap dealers that come out and will buy those cars just for scrap. We get more money out of the vehicles if we sell them ourselves. If we were to ship them off to an auction house, we would only get a small percentage, and the way we do it, we get a bigger percentage and more revenue for the city.
All in all, I'm going to get 450, 450, 450, now 500.